Well, hi everybody, and welcome back to Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. And today, we're going over the community garden. Joe's coming to help me, and we're gonna fence my potatoes. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, you're gonna have to come along and see. But I'm doing it for a few reasons. I showed you how I chitted my potatoes, and then how I planted my potatoes. Because I am Grandma Potato Head. And we have really had an issue with wind this summer. 2 days ago, winds that were 36 miles per hour sustained, not just gusts, they were sustained that way. We have had the hottest spring and summer that I can remember. And in fact, next Tuesday, it's going to be 104. It's been in the 90s for days, and every once in a while we'll get a reprieve and it'll be in high 70s or low 80s. And so moisture is going to be an issue. Now, a lot of people hill their potatoes when they're growing them in the ground, but as I showed you when I planted them, I'm using straw this year. Well, straw is good, but when you have a lot of wind, that can be an issue. Now, Joe's going over and helping me. I had to stop and buy some bales of straw. Now, when I was in Arizona, I was paying $3 for a bale of straw. And it didn't hardly have weeds in it at all. It was great straw. Want to know what I paid for it? $10 a bale. And it's just a bale that I can pick up. It's not a huge bale. $10. Can you say rip off? Oh yeah, definitely. But that's what I'm using, and so I'm going to show you what we're going to do over there. And we're using chicken wire. And there's a lot of ways to grow potatoes. Now, one of them is growing them in pots. And in fact, this was one of the gladiator challenges for Shedwars, which I'm in. And I am with Team Aquarius. And these are store-bought potatoes. And as you can see, they're coming up. They were organic, small potatoes that I bought at the store. And I'm just really loving the foliage. Now, sometimes I grow all my potatoes in pots. Sometimes I grow them in raised beds. Sometimes I grow them in the ground. If I have a lot of room, I hill them up with dirt. But over at the community garden, soil is at a premium. And so I can't use extra soil that are on the sides, because I need that soil to grow other things right by my potatoes. So I'm using straw. Now, some people use hay, and that's a Ruth Stout way to do things. I like her idea, I do. But you just have to know that you need to have soils, temperatures, moisture, humidity, like she has, to be successful. So let's go to the community garden, and I'll show you some filmage of what we're doing, how we're using the straw, how we're going to keep that moisture in, how we're blocking the wind, and hopefully at the end of the season we have fabulous potatoes. So here Joe and I are over the community garden, and we've driven rebar and some little T-posts into the ground, and I have 2-foot chicken wire. And my neighbors have a fence up already, and so I am just going to be able to zip tie those on, and I'll put actually 3 zip ties for each post. And as you can see, it just makes this little tunnel with the neighbor's fence and our fence that we put up. And I planted these potatoes May 20th, and so they have just grown beautifully, and I'm really happy. But we are going to add more straw to that. And in fact, as you can see, we loosely packed the straw around all the potatoes, and so you can't hardly see the potato tops anymore. But I am going to water those in really well, and so the straw will settle some, and so now you can see a lot more of the potato tops. And we will just let those grow. It's about 1.5 feet. It should settle probably another, so it's about 1 foot, and I can always add more straw to help with the wind, the moisture, and not using the soil. Well, I hope you thought that was interesting. As always, like, subscribe, share with the world, share it on all the social medias, you know. I figure when you're on YouTube, those videos are for everybody. So share them however you want to. But I think when I fence my potatoes in today, it really will work to block the wind, hold the moisture, and I'm not having to use the soil to hill up. So I think it's a win, win, win. I hope you agree. And of course, I'll show you the progress. Now, when it comes to about the middle of July, towards the end of July, whatever foliage is above that straw, I'm actually going to cut it in half. And I'm going to tell you all about that then. I will see you next time.